Hi guys, Chamion here. I hope all is well. Today I am going to be doing a quick dessert for you all. Super easy dessert. You are going to thank me for it later. And I'm making it even easier in that I'm not going to use brown coconut. I'm going to use the instant or powdered coconut milk. Right? So it's a coconut mousse. And for that we will need 2 cups of hot water, 4 cups of well, we are not going to use the ready coconut, so we need 2 cups of hot water, and into that hot water we are going to mix our packet of coconut milk powder. We are going to need 3 heaping tablespoons of gelatin, unflavored, 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 can of condensed milk, and some red cherries or Marciano cherries for decorations, right? I'm going to put it together now for you all to see. So I'm going to start now. I already have my setup with all that I need. If you don't know, this is what unflavored gelatin looks like before it is activated, right? This is what it looks like. You all heard me speak about this time and time again. This is used to glaze pastries and so forth for persons that don't eat egg, right? But I'm staying focused because, of course, this is a coconut mousse demo, right? So I'm just going to open my evaporated milk. Sometimes these gadgets, they tend to be a little miserable at times to use, but it's okay. It's okay. If you have one of this, be careful with it because the arm of it is magnetic and it could just literally spill whatever it is opening. So just please be careful with that, right? You guys know I cover everything with you all. It's for great purpose, right? So I'm going to just mix the milk quickly. We are not supposed to leave liquid sitting in these containers and so forth. As we open it, we need to get it out. Remember that tip, right? Don't even refrigerate it in there. So you notice that I'm getting it out one time because I don't only come to cook and look fancy, I teach you all at the same time. So get it out immediately once you open it. So I'm going to leave that condensed milk for last because of it, right? Because whatever they coat the cans with, once it's open, it tends to do a breakdown, chemical breakdown, literally, right? I'm going to use the 2 pack of coconut milk. So just to recap, 2 packs of instant coconut milk, right? Just a quick recap there. Because sometimes these packets are big pack, but you know. So remember to recap, just some correction, 2 pack of the coconut milk powder, okay? As I said, the brand is not important. We have a lot of good brands and so forth. If you are going to access the one that's already liquid in the can, that will be okay also, right? Because they sell some of them that is already liquid in the can. So I'm going to do the gelatin mixture now. Right? I'm going to also get a bigger bowl. Gelatin, for it to be activated, the water must be super hot. Super hot. Right? It's heaping tablespoons, right? So 3/4 cup of hot water, boiling hot water, followed by our unflavored gelatin. Right? See the color that it has? It also has this distinct fragrance or aroma also. There is no way to mix it up. If you are familiar with it, once you smell it, you can tell that's what is being used in the kitchen or whatever, right? So I'm just going to start by putting in the gelatin first. See how thick it is? We're going to finish mix it up with the whisk when I add the milk, right? It's very thick. You all seen it, right? It's kind of like corn syrup kind of thing. I'm going to add the coconut milk at this stage. And if you all notice that the color was a bit on the cream side, the gelatin, but the milk It didn't do anything to this color, our milk, so our mousse is going to have lovely color, right? The thing with evaporated milk, although it's a milk that I love a lot for desserts and batters and so forth and baking, it's not white. Let me compare them for you to see. That's the only thing I have against it. It's not a white milk, right? That's the only issue I always speak about personally that I have with evaporated milk. But of course, it's right through a process for it to be evaporated milk, right? So we are gonna use all of this, right? Give a good stir, followed by our tablespoon of the teaspoon, sorry, of vanilla extract. I'm using pure vanilla. It's an imported brand. If you're interested, comment below and I will definitely tell you guys where I got it, right? So it's a teaspoon. Because it's pure, we need to pay attention and not go berserk with the vanilla. I'm just going to show you all. It's pure vanilla extract. Alright? You're seeing a piece of the gelatin in there in the mousse, it's okay. The next demo I spoke about in detail about not using this color extract or essence vanilla if you are using white doughs, right? Ask for the plain one, but you'll only be able to do that if you are buying it at the essence house, because the supermarket, of course, they won't have the clear vanilla extract. And of course now I'm going to open the condensed milk to get it in there, right? I told you all this is a very easy dessert. It also have the chocolate mousse also, but this is a coconut mousse demo, so I'm just staying focused, right? Remember, if you own one of this tool, to hold on to your can, because it's a magnetic arm and it could just drop whatever, right? So don't let go of your can whatsoever when you are working with this tool. It is an electric can opener. If you never saw that before, you might be wondering what am I using. It's an electric can opener. That's what it is, right? So remember all this milk going in here now. Entire contents of the condensed milk, right? The brand isn't important. The brand isn't important. You could imagine the rich dessert we're gonna have here, right? Yeah, you could imagine the rich dessert we are going to have here, because remember how much milk we are talking. 3 different types of milk that went in so far, right? Remember, I used the coconut milk, the 2 packets. At the beginning of the demo I said 1 and I realized it would not have been sufficient, so I doubled up, right? That was about the only thing I did different with the recipe. Everything else I followed through with it, okay? We are not baking, but please let's just follow through with things, right? So you notice how full the bowl is at this stage. I'm just going to get an kitchen safe wipes and clean up any little spillage and so forth, because you know it is sweet stuff, the condensed milk and all of that, and you know what happens with that with ants, right? So I'm just going to speaking about, right? Yes, so I'm just giving a wipe just to be safe. Don't leave metal in your in whatever you are making either for any extended periods of time. I just rested down. It wasn't for too long a period, okay? And now we are getting ready to get it into the molds, and I will just be topping it with cherries. What happened is I have these cute tasting glasses that I am going to be using to put it in. It has to be refrigerated. If you have a mold, right, I wouldn't suggest like a bun pan, because I have a lot of those fancy ones, but because it is metal, we don't want it to be chance. So if you have like a mold, what you can do is put it in there. When I say a mold, I'm speaking about a plastic mold. That's the mold I'm referring to, not your bun pans, right? So you see I'm putting the whole cherries at the bottom. You can use the chopped cherries also if that's all you are able to access, right? So this is how we are going to leave it to set. I have one of the, if you want you could put a little bit of grated nutmeg in there also, nutmeg, right? I have the chiller drawer, right? So not the regular chiller drawer. My refrigerator is a French style refrigerator, so there's a drawer that's perfect for desserts, and there's where I'm going to leave it to chill for quite an extended period of time before serving it. Okay, so you guys see how pretty it looks. Yeah, but you don't have to follow this full, but remember it's a tiny glass, right? So I am using like a ladle. You all can't see, but I'm using a ladle. So right, so I'll show you all. Remember I spoke to you all about using the molds, right? You are the cute little molds. You feel free to go ahead and use them, right? Also put some bitters in here if you like, not too much. Just want to discolor it really badly, right? So about there is what you want, right? You still see a piece of the gelatin in this one. I'm just going to take it out because it's bugging me really badly, so I'm just going to take it out, right? And it was that easy and simple, guys. Remember at the start I said I was going to make this easy dessert? You remember why I said that? Wasn't it easy? Yes, it was, right? So it's gonna go into the refrigerator. Don't freeze it. Treat this like you will jello, because remember there's some flavored gelatin in there. So it's gonna go in the refrigerator, I will say, for about 6 hours without anybody messing with it, because remember it's going to behave a lot like jello. So if you have anyone shaking up or such, wherever it is, expect it to literally be a mess, right? So put it somewhere where no one is accessing too much of traffic in your refrigerator, and leave it for quite a while. This is a very fancy thing if you having guests over and thing and you want to wow them. It's pretty fancy. I could imagine this being used for Christmas and so forth and so forth. I'm just saying, we are not in the Christmas season, I'm just saying. So this is it, guys. It's just easy, it's just simple. You all saw from start to finish how quick it went by, and there you all have it, right, guys? Start to finish, I didn't edit, everything was in real time, and it was pretty easy to do, right? The only thing some of you might be wondering is how you can access the unflavored gelatin. It's readily available at any supermarket. There are different brands, imported and local, whichever one you want to go with, feel free to go with it, right, guys? So of course you are going to see it from start to finish, right? I will show you all the presentation of it when it's not moving at all in the glass. Of course, you all are going to see that, okay, guys? So guys, we have reached to the conclusion of our coconut mousse demo or video. It's set to perfection. The texture is perfect. It spent like about 12 hours in the refrigerator. It wasn't necessary to stay that long, but of course I left it for quite a while, right? And the results is just perfect. For such an easy dessert, the results is just perfect. I have one that I cut into for you all to see the texture that the mousse should be. So I'm just going to put it for you all to see, right? This is the texture that the mousse should be once it's done properly. Just follow all my steps, okay? I'm just going to show you guys, right? This is what we should have when we are talking mousse of any kind, right? And the key ingredient or factor in that is the unflavored gelatin. So guys, the pleasure was my own as always. I don't think you all understand how much I enjoy sharing my knowledge and my passion, which is cooking, with you all. You all know the business is all over social media. We are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, and of course the YouTube channel, which is Food by Chamion. To come into direct contact with me, you can send me an email at the business email address, which is foodbychamion, or common letters at gmail.com. My first name is spelled Chamion. Guys, until I'm with you all, bye and be good.